here this year to talk about medical marijuana. You will remember that last year we passed House Bill 1101 that deals with the academic medical centers to operate our medical marijuana program. To date, that hasn't brought forth the fruit that we know that we need for the patients in the state of Maryland. So we're moving forward this year. We're going to get a bill passed this year on behalf of the patients and caregivers, those who are suffering and dying needlessly for medical marijuana. We want Maryland to be among the 20 states and the District of Columbia that has compassion for the citizens of Maryland. I want to recognize the first person to sponsor a medical marijuana bill in the state of Maryland, Delegate Wade Koch. And we stand on the shoulders of those people. Delegate Dan Moorheim is here with me. He's also been fighting for medical marijuana. He has House Bill 881. We have Delegate Glenn Glass, and also we have Paige Figge and Joel Stanley, who have traveled from the West Coast to be with us today. We have Gail Rand, who's a parent with some other parents who's going to talk about the needs for their children. So we're here today, we're fighting this session. We're going to get it done this session to bring medical marijuana to the state of Maryland. And Dan, did you want to make any comments?
Thank you. As the only physician in the General Assembly, I see this through medical eyes. And we, as Delegate Glenn has said, we really need to get this done. We took a half step last year. We hoped it would work. It's not working. It's not going to work. And so I strongly support. We have two bills. They're both great bills. Delegate Glenn and I are working together. Mm-hmm. Delegate Katz put the first bill in. I dug it out of the files in 1980. So this has been around for 25 years or longer, and we have got to get this across the goal line. If I think that for 25 years people have been suffering needlessly, that's a lot of folks. Yes. Every day, that's a lot of folks. So It's not about legislation. It's not about us. It's about citizens of Maryland who have gone. And how do we measure the units of suffering? What is it? Parents will talk. What is it when your child has a seizure, or people with cancer are throwing up and sick, or people with multiple sclerosis are having terrible pain? How do you quantify that? At this point, it's a tremendous amount of people have gone without treatment. It's time to get them that treatment in the appropriate doctor-patient relationship. We're working together. We're working with all of you to get this done and get it done this session. So we have a working program as fast as possible immediately after session. That's our goal.
Now, I'd like for Paige Figge and Joel Stanley to have the opportunity to talk about their experience. Paige Figge.
Let Wade say a word.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay.
I want to thank you all for being here today. As you heard, I introduced the first bill 34 years ago. We looked at the bill today. It's 2 paragraphs. It's not long, but it's legislation. It says it all.
Right.
If you have these conditions and marijuana can help, then the doctor can give you a prescription, and you can use it to relieve your symptoms from chemotherapy, glaucoma, epilepsy, etc. So this year is the year to get this passed so the people will get relief from suffering. Thank you.
Thank you. Paige Figge is the mother of Charlotte, whose daughter was highlighted in the documentary from Dr. Sanjay Gupta named Weed. So I'll turn it over to Paige now. Yes, come.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. I'm here representing, I'm a mother in Colorado, and my daughter is a success story. So we have a legal system in our state, and we found the medicine, and we make this specific medicine for children, and it's working. And so I see the pain of the time frame. We don't have 34 years. I don't think we had 34 days with my daughter. And so that's unacceptable, and these parents are not going to stop fighting for this. And so, you know, I'm just here in Maryland today to just explain my situation, my story. We're treating hundreds of patients now with these epilepsies, and so I can explain that this is in fact working. And it is about quality of life. It is about scientific research. And I just urge you to listen to these parents and feel the pain of how difficult it is to live with these devastating, fatal illnesses. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Paige. Thank you. Joel is from the realm of caring, whose family developed the strain that treated Charlotte's condition and hundreds of others. So Joel, thank you.
Yep. So having worked in the industry, the medical cannabis industry in Colorado for 5 years, I've seen what it's like without regulation, and I've seen it as regulation unfolds. And having looked at the proposed legislation, I think that there's a great legal framework here to provide that important access for people who just are out of options, and medical cannabis may be their option. And I think that Maryland should be very proud to have leaders like this who can listen to their constituents and compassionately suggest a bill that can bring access to patients like little Charlotte Figi, who went from 300 seizures a week, roughly, to 2 or 3 a month, a greater than 99% seizure reduction. And that's just one condition. We've seen medical cannabis work for multiple conditions, and that's something that has been locked from research and legitimate study. And I think that you're going to be able to push forward some very good research, but also allow some people who might need this some access. And that's a wonderful thing. So I applaud the delegates behind me. You guys are doing a wonderful job here in Maryland, I believe.
Thank you, Joel. I want to bring up Gail Rand, whose son also has seizures, and she's a local parent, so she can talk to you about her needs.
Hi, my son Logan is 4 years old. We live in Annapolis, Maryland, and he has seizures every day. He has 10 to 20 seizures. He's had over 12,000 seizures in his lifetime, and he's extremely developmentally delayed. He's never said the word mom, and I see what's happening in Colorado, and I'd like to have that opportunity here in Maryland. We've sought out the best medical care that we could find. We've seen neurologists all over the country. He's been on 8 different pharmaceutical medicines that have unbelievable side effects, that have done damage of themselves. Yet there's a plant out there that he could have the opportunity to have, and I think we need to have that opportunity for all Maryland citizens. We can't give up. We won't give up. He's our son, and we need to get a chance to have that. We found out about medical marijuana because we have a friend that we met who's out in Colorado right now, and her son Zakai is 16 months seizure-free on Charlotte's Web, and he's had, they found that it's been a neuroprotectant, so not only has his seizures stopped, but they've actually, it's the cannabinoids in the medicine have helped heal his brain, and I think that we don't live in Colorado where the medicine is available, and our frustration is heightened because every single day that passes without this medicine is a day stolen from my son. So if you could think for just one moment what it would be like to be Logan. And I hope that the General Assembly continues to do the amazing work that they've done this session and continues to open their hearts and their minds to allow this medicine for Logan and the many other people throughout the state that need this medicine.
Thank you, Jill. We want to bring up Jill Lamoureux, and Jill is a business consultant and advocate with Denver Relief and ASA, Americans for Safe Access.
Hi, I am from Colorado as well, and I've been involved in medical marijuana regulation for about 5 years now, and working with Americans for Safe Access. We have brought together independent groups like the American Herbal Products Association and the American Herbal Pharmacopoeia to bring standards and best practice, and the notes that the Commission released today, the draft, shows that we can have a safe, secure system. And we don't need to reinvent the wheel. We can draw on best practice from Canada, Europe, all across the country that has regulations now, and we can get medicine to these kids faster. And we're on a really great start, and it can be done safely and securely and quickly. So I'm just here to support the bill and say that we need to bring this fast as we can for these parents.
Thank you so much. The last person we want to bring up is Mr. Eric Sterling. And Mr. Eric Sterling is a he's with the Criminal Justice Policy Foundation, and he also serves on the Natalie M. LePrade Medical Marijuana Commission, and I want to thank him so much for all that he's doing to bring medical marijuana to Maryland. Mr. Sterling, thank you.
Thank you, Delegate Glenn, Delegate Morheim,
Yes.
Government Glass, Delegate
Koch.
Koch. Thank you very much. I'm Eric Sterling. The Commission is not taking a position on the legislation because our role with the Department of Health, but we are committed to moving as quickly as we can to develop the regulations and implement this system. I mean, all of the commissioners are united in the recognition of the importance of relieving the conditions of people who are suffering. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. With that, I'll be happy to answer any questions. If you have any questions, we're getting ready for the hearing in the Health and Government Operations Committee, so we have to wrap it up and move quickly to the hearing room. So I would like to thank all of you for being here. Please join us at the hearing, and please, everyone, contact your legislators and ask